I am inevitable.
What up, what up, what up, people? It is Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the second session. Yeah, that's what I said, the second session of the Hawkeye Roundtable. New group of people, new different ideas, new reviews, new topics, new points of view, but same old people from the usual roundtables. We're going to go ahead and start off. First guest is Comic Division. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, Danny. How about yourself?
I can't complain, brother, man. Cannot complain. Next, my brother, brother of another mother, Mr. Chris Knight. What's up? Hey, I had a little slippage of the tongue.
What's going on, man? I'm looking forward to this. Looking forward to it.
Okay, good deal. Next is Mr. Eli Hu from the West Coast. What's going over there in California? A?
Keep my camera off because my dirty kitchen. No, it's not a green screen.
All right. And last but not least is the youngster of the group, and Mr. Ninjoy243. What's going on with you, sir?
Pretty good.
All right. We are expecting Anzo to drop in and possibly JJ and possibly LDG, but until they drop in, go ahead.
LEG will not be here this week. He might be here next week, but he's just feeling down. So
I got you. Not a problem. I understand completely. Well, like we usually do on this, this is Disney's newest installment of superhero genre, the MCU. This is Hawkeye. Some people are looking forward to it. Some people not so much. Right now, I'm kind of lukewarm. I'm not hating it, but I'm not in love with it either. And first, we're going to go around with our overall thoughts. And since I know what one person already think, I'm going to go reverse. Ninjoid, what is your overall thoughts?
Okay. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. I thought I really liked Kate Bishop as a character. Overall, I really enjoyed it. The action was pretty good. It hooked me as a story. So yeah, that's my general thoughts.
Okay. Next, Eli Hu, what are your thoughts, sir?
We'll find the kid turning on his camera so alive. Look at my dirty kitchen, people. Okay. This is Marvel's basically reboot of Iron Man. If you guys remember in the comics, Iron Man was one of the lowest selling comic heroes there was until the movie started to boost his career. Hawkeye was a very low selling comic until the Hawkeye comic itself. But Hawkeye was not a very popular Avenger. This is the way of rebooting it. I like how they actually dealt in with this without a continuation of a backstory. It's like continuations like what does Avenger do on his day off? This is basically what Hawkeye does. So far, I'm actually liking it.
Okay, not a problem. Mr. Knight, what are your overall thoughts on this particular Disney Plus MCU venture?
I do not hate it yet. I like the possibilities of this one. Hawkeye is one of my more favorite characters, which is kind of weird because he's just underused in a lot of ways throughout the series. I mean, this is really just another handoff series. So I'm not too happy about that because I guess this is going to be it for him. Maybe we'll see. But I like the way it was set up. The opening montage, I'll talk about that later, actually. But I like it so far. But I see places where it can go very skewed very quick.
Okay. And last but not least is Mr. Comics Division. What are your overall thoughts?
I loved it.
I thought
just,
it
just
was.
mouth your words.
I thought it was absolutely forgettable, and I honestly don't remember what happened during the first 2 episodes because I was bored to tears.
Well, if you listen up, you'll hear what happened on the show when we talk about it. So
yeah,
you can just mute that, Danny.
I'm gonna have trouble talking about things because I'll be honest with you, I was so bored. I was barely paying attention, and it felt long. I know it was only 45 minutes, like most. That's one thing I was kind of surprised by.
It's an hour and a half. Wasn't both of them 45 minutes?
Yeah, both of them were 45 minutes each.
Yeah, that's an hour and a half.
Most of the shows I watch, it seems like it goes by pretty quickly. It just dragged. It felt like it took forever.
Good night, little boy.
It was painful.
I will go next. And surprisingly, I'm not too far from comics. I won't say it was painful, but I would definitely say it was underwhelming. Some of the things I was like, okay, this really hadn't got my attention yet. And if it keeps this up, I'm probably not going to really give it the watch and attention that I need. But because I'm already obligated to doing this roundtable, I'm going to have to watch it. But the first 2 episodes, and what I'm saying, just didn't do it for me. Far as I'm excited about it, I'm waiting to see what's next. So I don't know. I'm sure to pick up because usually MCU stories do pick up at the end. There's some sort of build up. So whether or not the build up will be what we want it to be, I can't say because a lot of people like some of the previous stuff. Some didn't. Some thought that the endings were satisfactory. Some thought it was trash. So it's a whole smorgasbord of what people think. But overall, I'm kind of in agreement with Comics Division. I didn't hate it. Wasn't bored shitless, but underwhelming is the best word I can use to describe it. So, what didn't we like? No, let me change that. What did we like about this? I'm going to start off with Comics Division. What did you like, if anything, comics?
There's several things I actually did like. I thought the actress who played Kate Bishop was rather charming, and I thought she did a good job portraying the character. I also liked how you kind of see the toll that being an Avenger took on Hawkeye himself. Mm-hmm. The fact that, he has a bit of PTSD. There's the fact that, he's definitely feeling the loss of Natasha, and also the fact that he has the hearing aid because of, all the explosions and, the shock and damage that he's experienced over the last, 10 years at this point?
Yeah, it's been, I think, at least 10.
So, like I said, it's it's not super terrible. I'm just not interested in the show. I think they did a great job of casting someone to play Kate Bishop. She, like I said, was rather charming.
Okay, good deal. Eli, who?
Okay, since we are talking about spoilers, I actually like the character development of Kate Bishop, and I forgot the guy's name. Swordsman. I think Marvel, I like this part because I think Marvel's going to throw a 360, a 180 at us and have him not be the bad guy. What I did like was the homage to Station 54 for 9/11. If you guys don't recall that, 15 firefighters died from Station 54 on 9/11, and he actually wore the helmet of a firefighter 54. Station 54 is an homage to that. If anybody's not aware of that, I love that hidden Easter egg. I looked it up. I was like, "What's 54? What's 54?" I was like, "Oh shit, it's the homage to 9/11." I love that clue there. I love that, and I actually like the fact that they're slowly revealing Madame Mask because you just know she. Kate's mother. Okay. Kate's mother. Yeah, because I love the fact that there's an auction going on downstairs, and she's all nonchalant about it. She's not nonchalant. You know that something's going on with her. I love that. She's a bad girl, but she's really a good girl. She's a good mother, but she's a bad woman. I love that character.
Okay. Then George, what did you like about it, sir?
Okay. Once again, Kate as a character, I like her. I like the actress as well as the character. I really like the character so far, and I like her journey that was set up, I guess. I like the callback to the first Avengers with the Battle of New York. I like Clint's stuff as well. With the hearing aid and all of that, really good. And also him remembering Natasha and all of that. Another callback to Endgame. Good connectivity, I'll say. Good for an aftermath of Endgame. And yeah, I like I like the mystery of who's really the villain, I guess you could say. It's kind of predictable if they go the route of Swordsmaster, whatever his name is. And yeah.
Okay.
But Marvel is never predictable. They always do us a 180s, like, oh wait, sorry, it's not this person, it's not this way. It's this one, it's this way instead.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Chris Knight, what did you like about it?
A lot of what they said, I would use the term attention to detail, especially with Hawkeye's character. A lot of this stuff, you see the scars on his face, you see that he's been through it. Lots of times you'll see in these things where they don't keep certain aspects of it. They'll just refresh a character. They look like they've been through, maybe they went through hell in the movie or series before, or the episode the week before, and the next episode comes up and they're all right. Everything's fine. No scarring. No, they actually did put some scarring on his face that was permanent. The hearing aid was perfect because it explains it. Even though he has the flashback to it, it made sense. You didn't have to do that. But what I really like, the lady they got for Kate Bishop is awesome. I think I'm with comics on that. But what I like is at the beginning, that montage for the intro where they show all the different stuff she's done and how she progressed. And I know it's quick. I know it's very, it's no in-depth story into it, but it does show that she started off in third place in some stuff. She wasn't the best and she got better and better and better. So I think they develop her character off screen in that montage really quick, in that cartoony montage very well, because I did hear some people talk about how they didn't think she could fight these guys and all that, and she's not like perfect. I mean, she's getting her butt handed to her a couple times, and she's not able to protect herself completely yet. I'm not saying she won't be able to, but so attention to detail. They instead of showing that whole backstory, I do like that she's kind of a troublemaker. Not sure exactly how they're going to work that into what she does. I'm sure it's going to backfire at some point for them, but attention to detail so far. There's a lot of things that they're doing that's very interesting. I like the character setup so far, and the references to the movies and to Ronan, the way they introduced the whole Ronan thing in this was very, very interesting. I like the black market idea. So there you go.
All right. I like some of the same things that y'all did. The Ronin, little bit, the skit they did on that, and how much trouble it's causing, and how much money they're paying for his sword and his uniform and that kind of stuff is good. On the roundtable last night, some of the people on there were saying that the mother is really the bad guy, and she's going to be the big baddie at the end of the series. I guess kind of like how in Falcon Winter Soldier, the girl was Sharon Carter was the big baddie at the end, or one of the big baddies like that. I think it's gonna be something, a reveal like that. Is what I'm being told. I'm really not familiar with the Hawkeye lore or his world as far as comic books. I never read Hawkeye comic books unless he was involved with the Avengers of some sort. So I'm really behind the 8 ball with that. I like, and I told this before we went on air, went live, that I like the relationship that Hawkeye and his wife have. They're calling, talking, and he's saying, "I don't think I'm going to make it." And she said, "You still got 3 days to make it." And how's the mission going? And she was very in tune with it. There was no secrets. Yes, they had to be uncomfortable. They were really very comfortable with each other and comfortable knowing what he's trying to do and trying to at the same time insulate their kids from that world. I really like that relationship on it. So, but like everyone said, there were some things I liked, some things I didn't like, and we're gonna get over and get on into that right about now. And I'm gonna start off. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say something to what you just said. It was interesting because remember, his family was snapped and gone when he was Ronin, and he still told his wife. Now, I don't know how much he's told her, but that's out in the news. That character has.
I think she knows everything.
And that's the thing. Think about what he did. I mean, that's a lot to tell your significant other. And I mean, I understand, but you're right. That's a very good way to show his character in this, is that he has talked to his wife about it fully. And ashamed or not, he has told her, because there's no secrets between them. That's very good. I like that. Yeah. You're right.
What's up? Anzo's in the house.
What's up, Anzo?
What's up? How you guys doing? What's up?
Before we get to the next round, we're about to go on what we didn't like, but now that you're here, tell us overall thoughts and tell us what you like about the Hawkeye series.
I thought the overall was pretty good. It was all right. It wasn't spectacular to me. Things I did like Jeremy Renner. I thought he was pretty good in it. I got kind of a Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapons kind of vibe, like I'm a little too old for this crap, you know. What else did I like? I liked Tracksuit Mafia. They were pretty funny. I can't lie, you know. They were pretty funny. But,
oh, come on, bro.
Come on, bro. That's it, bro. They were pretty funny. Other than that, man, it was a little underwhelming for me. Like, it wasn't great, wasn't bad yet. So I'm waiting to see what happens more. That's about it. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. Eli, who you first? What didn't you like about this particular series, or these 2 episodes?
Shall I sing and dance it for you? Or do you know what I'm talking about? Oh my gosh. It could have done without a fucking musical, okay? I know it's a parody and you're playing on Hamilton, but please, no. If you actually listen to the words, it actually talks about the Avengers in a bad, negative way. Look at the lyrics. I did. The only part I liked about that play was the part when Clint actually turned on his hearing aid.
I don't blame him.
I know. That's what. Oh my gosh. That's the first thing that popped in my mind was the play. I know there's a couple other things. Shit. So I'm a little stoned right now. So. There was something else. What the hell was that? Shit. Lucky they changed the dog storyline. Come on. I wanted to see Clint rescue him, not her.
No, it's the Kate Bishop show, so.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
That's not defense, but that's the reason why it happens.
Oh, yeah. And it was so obvious that the candy. That was so fucking obvious.
Yes.
Focusing on the candy, I'm like, okay, the candy's got something to do with it.
You're right.
I'm like, hello. Play the right Marvel movie and just show the outline of the candy. They want to look and putting it back in a bowl. I want to see the candy right away.
Okay, I missed that. What did the candy represent?
The candy
has. Go ahead.
The candy's a personal monogram candy of the uncle's initials. So when the Swords Master handed Kate the piece of candy from the monogram, she knew, like, oh, wait, this comes from the old man's bowl. Like, yeah, if the camera did not zoom in on the candy itself, we wouldn't have known that. But you can see little flaps. But they actually did it right with, like, a little small. You can barely see it. Yeah, that's a trope for us. Like, okay, what was that? Was that actually a clue there?
It was foreshadowing.
But they actually showed the fucking candy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like it when Marvel puts something hides something in plain sight for us fans to find. It's like, oh, that's the connection. They didn't do that. I did not like that part.
I gotta get a basic math mode and trigonometry mode like y'all. 'Cause I should totally missed that shit. All right, Chris, what didn't you like about this?
Well, the musical was kind of a bit much. The blatant nod to here's the thing. I agree with people who say that Kate's mom's fiance, the Swordmaster, whatever his name is, I can't remember. The blatant poke that, hey, he has this candy, he must be the guy that did it, is almost so blatantly put out there that it makes me think that he has absolutely nothing to do with it. So I kind of wonder if I don't know. I think they're trying too hard on that sense. I think I see that they're gonna try to insert a lot of female people in the lead positions in this, and I don't have an issue with that.
You mean there's an overabundance of lady bosses? Yeah, I noticed that too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, the thing is you can see it's heading down that road. If it stays the way it is, I'm okay with it. But if this is all they're going to do, if like every gang that they have in this group that he's done something to is led by a female boss, I'm going to be like, okay, why are we even trying? Why are we even doing that? I don't have an issue with one or two of them, but the fact that we already know that Kate Bishop's mom is a high-profile person in this show, then the tracksuit mafia or whatever they're called, their person, I think it's Echo. Is that who that is? Is that the character? I think
she's getting her own spinoff.
So she's gonna, and then she's got her own spinoff. So it's like,
Oh, and then we're just get Black Widow 2.0 too.
Yeah, that's true. So
but you gotta remember they both report to Kingpin.
Yeah, I understand. I want to see Kingpin, but that's got to be something that I want to focus more on somebody like Kingpin than all the other stuff. But other than that, so far it hasn't lost me. I mean, it's not as fast paced as I might think it should be, but the story is being told in a manner that right now it works. But when you're only doing 6 episodes and you've already released a third of it, we're right into we got to get on with the point. So they're already up against it, and we've talked about this almost every Disney. Almost every Marvel or Star Wars series so far. They get to that point, and you're like, either you get going or you're done, and they're already up against that. So the next episode's got to do a lot of movement in the direction they plan to go to get us where we need to be. Even if this is a continuing series, which I don't know if this one is or isn't, but
let me stir the pot a little bit.
I'm sorry. I want to ask a question real fast. Sorry.
Danny's gonna stir the pot. Here we go.
Go ahead, Danny. Go ahead. Did anybody notice the continuity error? Hawkeye's second son got much older because he got snapped and he shouldn't have been aged. I'm like, what the hell?
I didn't know.
Can't do much about the actor. Can't.
Right.
You gotta do what you can.
He got snapped. Sorry, Danny. Stir the pot.
Is it sexist that every time a show comes on and it stars a woman, men are yelling and arguing about that?
I knew that.
No. People pointed out. People pointed out. If you see a woman, it's like, oh shit, it's sexist.
Listen to what I said. All I said was, I see that it could go in that direction. That doesn't mean it will. Two main females as bosses or the main antagonists, that's fine. But if you're going to have several main antagonists or a group of main antagonists under one main antagonist, 50-50 is a good thing. I'm okay with half and half. I'm just saying that already we know this is going to be Kate Bishop's show. We know it's going to be her thing. That's 1. You know her mom's probably going to be a bad guy or something in it. That's 2. Echoes 3. I mean, we're starting to roll down this thing of fuck men. You're idiotic assholes.
Will we even have this conversation if it were all men?
Well, okay. To be fair, No. If you put one woman in there and it was for men, nobody would say anything. But what I'm saying, what I'm stating is I'm okay with 50-50 representation. I'm okay with, 60-40. I don't care. That's the point. It's just
why is it
I know how Disney.
Why does it have to be a percentage?
I didn't say it had to be. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is,
you go play tennis. You ain't playing tennis. You saying percentages wise for women the women male ratio mixture. If it's all men, you ain't got no problem.
Well, I didn't say I didn't have a problem with that. I don't.
You just said that, Chris.
What I'm saying is, no. You said would we be talking about this? What I'm saying is in general, nobody probably would say anything.
Hey,
nobody
Danny,
here
I
would
got
say
a quick
anything.
question for you, man.
Just say that.
What percentage of women do you actually arrest when it comes to criminals?
I have no idea. If they're guilty, I'll lock their ass up. It don't matter. Black, white, blue, green.
No. I get that, but I'm just saying realistically, what do you think percentage wise is the number of
it's probably more men.
Yeah, that's why. It's a little bit more realistic.
All I'm saying is that
but you can't compare real life to a fictitious life.
Why not? It makes
why not? Because
because when I make a comparison,
I don't care one way or another with it. They can make it all female for all I care. It's not going to make it good or bad, regardless. But we all know the intentions behind it, though, when they do stuff like that.
And that's kind of where I'm going. Disney has a thing of going really over the top with it. I just want it to be nice and even keel on it. I don't care what the percentage is in this. And what I was stating is when you asked me about all men, is nobody would think twice, and that's not just me. That's anybody in this panel.
What did you like about this, Alonzo?
All right, here we go. So first off, it starts off with Kate Bishop, and I'm just like, okay, this is supposed to be Hawkeye, but obviously when you're starting off like this, it's more or less about Kate Bishop, right? So I'm like, why name it Hawkeye? But then I thought, okay, maybe it's the Hawkeye name because it's the passing of the torch, right? By the end of this episode, the end of the series, she's probably going to be Hawkeye. Who knows?
There's no probably about it.
Yeah, right. She's going to be the next Hawkeye, right? Okay, fine, whatever. But when she hits the bell with the arrow and that bell falls down, I'm like, really? Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, you're telling me she hits the bell, it does what the bell is supposed to do, and then it destroys the whole bell tower. Okay, that was strike one.
Yeah,
right?
Momentum.
Right now, another thing was
correct.
The sword.
Also,
yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong. I thought the tower was out of commission because it was like deteriorating, and then when it did that, that's what made it fell down.
Well, if they said that, I missed it. You know what
okay.
I mean? But I don't remember them saying that. Right. So if they said that, I missed it. But even still, that just like if a strong wind comes and makes that bell fucking move, it's gonna crash.
Yeah, so you got a point there.
You know what I mean? That was my issue there, right? So next off, and this is something that nobody really talks about, but I had to go back and look at it. How did the sword get there? I get the suit, but the sword, right? He said they found it in the rubble of the Avenger Tower. But if you go back and watch Avengers,
I thought they said Avengers Mansion, but
which is what right? Wasn't that what destroyed?
No, it was the new location that they're using.
Okay, yeah, so then that makes sense. Yeah. I thought they found it from the rubble. If that's the case, then no. Okay, I'm fine with that. She's fighting these dudes, man, and there's some big dudes that are thumping her in the chest. And I've said this many times, like. She weighs like 100 pounds. If some man punched her in the chest,
oh come on, Anzo, you're just being sexist.
He would have knocked her fucking soul out of her body, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so that shit didn't. It just didn't work with me. You know, Black Widow is more believable when she's fighting men and stuff like that. She's been trained. She's an assassin. This girl just started like. Has a black belt, you know, so and all of a sudden she's kicking man's ass. I don't have a problem.
What
with
are you talking about? We had an animated montage of her being learning how to be a badass. I mean, I'm kidding, by the way.
Yeah, no, I know, 100%. I know. 100%.
I agree with you 100%.
But I'm just saying, it's just like, yeah, we did get all of that, but it just You know what I mean? Just because she's a black belt, that don't mean she can take a punch like from these big dudes. You know?
Have you ever took martial arts, Anzo? There's two
Yo.
main things. First thing you got to learn.
Listen.
You got to learn how to defend yourself and learn how to take a hit.
Listen.
You're right to a degree.
But
And I'll cover it when I get to my section.
Right, you could take a hit, yes. But when a big man thumps you, I was 16 years old. My brother was like, I don't know, maybe 30. And it was my birthday. You get those bumps, you know, but he thought he was bad. He came in and he thumped me in my chest. He pulled back and he went bam. And I kid you not, I could not breathe for like 5 seconds. Right. So that's
what he's in the right spot.
Exactly. Right. And she got punched. She got broke up. So then the dog comes out of nowhere, right? I get the dog as a part of it, but the dog just comes out of nowhere, starts attacking the guy, and I'm like, where does dog come from? She's flipping over cars, she saves the dogs, you know. And then at the end, which is the most predictable part, after they capture Hawkeye, you know right away she's coming, right? She tracks the phone. She knew how to track the phone. I know her mom was part of security, but doesn't mean that she has all the necessary abilities to do it as well, right? That she could just track anybody's phone. Then she falls through and get the comedy moment. And I was just like, a lot of those things.
She borrowed Hawkeye's phone. She downloaded the app on his phone.
I thought she just put her number in there. That's what it looked like to me. It looked like she just put the number in there, but it's all good. But those are the things that really bothered me about it. Oh, and the shit, I almost forgot. The fucking medieval scene was.
You didn't like the LARPing?
Oh, God.
I did not. I did not.
Dumb.
And the musical at the beginning, I thought it was way too long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know the bad thing is, somebody else brought the musical up, and I kind of said, you know, the bad thing about that is that if they had that much of it for this show, chances are Disney is probably working on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You get an Avengers.
No musical. No, we already have Spider-Man the musical. No Avengers musical. Okay.
Avengers on Ice is coming. Watch.
No, I hated the fact that Disney had to use prominence in the Disney store in a promo.
They already had that.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah.
They already had that.
Oh, they already had Avengers on Ice. Okay, my bad.
Disney has everything on ice.
Ninja, what did you like?
Well, Disney's head. That's on ice.
My biggest issue was the musical. Honestly, I mean, like everything else was okay to good for the most part for me, but that musical, it dragged on. Like it was like a 4-minute sequence. You could trim that down to at least like 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
30 seconds.
like, or even like there's a way to trim it down, and it's like, oh dear God, you know, because I get it, it's made to be cringy, but man, that can turn off an audience. Just let you know. Also, some of the dialogue at certain points was meh. But for the most part, yeah, I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna make it easy. Yeah, that's really it.
You mean like a LARPing scene when girl was like, kill me, and he's like, I fought Thanos.
Yeah.
He did not fight Thanos. He fought Thanos' army in the Avengers compound and the scene on Vormir. But he did not fight Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Comics.
Ah.
This may take a while, but what?
I don't think this will take that long. Honestly,
What?
the musical is the thing I hated the most out of this. What I really hated the most out of this was the fact that they keep calling him Captain Rogers instead of Captain America. And honestly, that should have been Avengers the musical, but that's, you know, neither here nor there. I find that to be a bit of disrespect to the legacy of the character. And I'm going to also kind of go into a little bit more detail on what Anzo was talking about with this martial arts and women. Yes, a woman who is highly trained in martial arts can defeat a guy twice her size if she hits the correct targets. None of those targets were struck in this show. A lot of it, when it comes to fighting bigger guys, you go for their feet and knees because that's typically where they're going to have the biggest issues. You hit a big dude in the face and you're like my size or Kate Bishop's size, you're not going to be doing much to him. So yeah, it's she's not going to be able to beat up, you know, guys 3 times her size unless she's doing certain things. That's my nitpick with the choreography there.
I gotta say something about the your issue with the Rogers thing. The reason why
I know why they're doing it. I still have a problem with it.
Because in case anybody else doesn't understand, they already have a Captain America. Sam is now Captain America. Sam is Captain America, so they don't want to refer to as two Captain America. So it's Captain Rogers.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, the fact that she got tossed around quite a bit and was like fine afterwards. If you've been hit hard, you're gonna feel it, and that's kind of a problem with most modern action films in general. Is that a lot of the action is like, oh, that would have killed that person.
Oh, you mean the one-on-one fights again? No, we're ganging up on everybody.
Yeah. Well, like, being thrown, like some superhuman throwing you against a van, that'd probably kill you.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's somebody I think pointed out in the chat is that most human characters, when it comes to superheroes, they do tend to have a little bit of plot armor to protect them. And that does get kind of old. It just becomes more noticeable when it's, maybe 120-pound person.
Yeah.
Geez, what else?
So would it make sense for the females to bulk up?
Well, I'm not saying they have to bulk up. It has to make sense the way they fight. The way they did Black Widow, I thought was fine. And again,
her moves were counteracting them. It was basically
not just that. I mean, she's a trained assassin, and I mean, even if you take it in the view of the fact that she's a superhero, it's a lot more realistic than what she was doing with Kate Bishop. Having someone like Gina Carano, who is obviously bigger, yeah, sure, that makes sense. But you can have like a 120-pound woman beating up a dude twice her size if she's superhuman in some form or fashion. Obviously that you start taking the disbelief out of it because the fact that they're superhuman. It's like Wonder Woman. That's a perfectly good example. You have a rather lithe individual, but she's superhuman, and so she can trash guys 3 times her size without any issues, it being within the realm of possibility. When it's a normal person, that's where it starts getting not so realistic, unless they're doing certain things.
Well, we don't seem to have that issue in DC with the female human superhero, and I will come to mind is Batwoman, Batgirl. We don't seem to have that issue because we know that they've been trained by some of the deadliest people. So maybe if they would have,
and training makes a huge difference too.
I agree because no one here on the panel, when we brought up here on another panel, had issue with Black Widow because Black Widow really ain't maybe $120.
Yeah,
but she's a badass and she's been trained since since birth seemed like, and no one really had an issue with that. But I think sometimes maybe how the writers write the individual, Kate Bishop just doesn't seem old and seasoned enough to have the kind of training.
She got trained all of her life.
I know, but I'm saying when you look at her and the way they portraying her, she seems kind of airheadish to me and very naive. You don't get that at all from Natasha. So
I know, but that's different characterization. You got some widows are assholes, some are not.
Okay, I just said that.
If you look at Kate's room, you can see all the medals and stuff.
I just said that. But it doesn't seem believable the way they're portraying her, having her portraying her. When you look at Natasha Romanoff, you can believe that she's a badass, and we see that. But I'm saying Kate Bishop's been highly trained, but she still come off as kind of dotish, young. I really don't know what I'm doing. And sometimes if she's portrayed like that, that doesn't make us believe her skill set and her fighting ability. That is what I'm saying. Or am I the only one that feels like that?
No, I agree with you.
Okay. What I didn't like about were you finished?
Not done. That's all I got.
I definitely hated that reenactment out there in the LARPing, I guess you call it. That really made me want to cut the TV off and say, okay, let me go for.
Well, you mean you didn't like a first responder basically saying, "Hey, man, I'm pathetic. Just let me win."
Let me kill
you.
Let me kill you.
I forgot to bring that part up too.
No. Yeah. First responder different than a cop, so that's what I'm going to say on that. No, I wouldn't do that. First of all, I wouldn't bet on that bullshit. No how. That's a fireman. I ain't going to even go on that. Not fireman, Kate. But
oh, come on. We know the hatred.
I ain't saying no hatred. I'm just saying it's just apples and oranges is all I'm gonna say.
Animosities.
I didn't like that. The musical was very stupid. like I said, this show really has to pick up. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe besides WandaVision, this is like the slowest paced. The first 2 episodes out of all of the Disney Plus series. So I'm sure it's going to pick up. I'm not quite sure how. I think the what do you call it? What kind of suit they wear? The mafia people,
Oh, the tracksuit mafia.
Tracksuit.
tracksuit mafia. I think that's silly as hell. They could come up with a better mid-level boss than that, but I'm sure it'll play out.
It goes with the comics.
Yeah. All right. Next is going to be our grades. Our grades for this show this series so far. Ninja, we're going to start with you.
Okay.
What's your grades?
I'm gonna grade it a B plus.
B plus. I want to write this down and keep track of this. Ninjoid. B plus. All right. Comics.
I'm going to give it a D plus for Disney Plus.
B plus. All right. Chris.
Let's go straight C right now.
C.
Nothing alarmingly great, nothing alarmingly bad yet. We'll see. Like some stuff, but just it's pedestrian right now.
All right. Anzo.
I'm with Chris. I give it a C.
Okay. Eli who?
Episode 1, I give it a C. Episode 2, I give it a B.
B?
Yes, for episode 2. Episode 1 gets a C. Episode 2 gets a B.
All right. So far, I'm going to give this a C.
Oh, another thing I forgot to put in, something that I really didn't like, was at the end when they introduced Echo. I had no idea who it was. Like they played this dramatic music and they showed. And I'm like, I'm in my chat. I'm like, who the hell is that? Like, who are they showing? And someone's like, it's Echo. And I was like, oh,
Who is that?
okay.
It was Echo.
Who is
At
Echo?
the end.
I don't know who the hell that is.
I know
Echo
who she
is
is.
a deaf villain with basically like
Supposed to be
Taskmaster
Kingpin's
abilities.
daughter.
Yeah, it's like Taskmaster abilities, but she can mimic anything like guitar playing, basketball playing, fighting style. She can mimic anything just by watching it once.
Okay. We shall
Yeah,
see
supposed
her.
to be Kingpin's daughter or something.
Yeah, and she's
So
deaf.
I'm pretty sure she's going to be go against Natasha's sister, right?
I don't know.
I'm waiting for a Kingpin.
Well, if you remember the last scene in Black Widow, Natasha's probably going after Clint like everybody else is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will take a moment where they're meeting at the same time, and chances are Natasha will overpower him, she'll have her overpowered or have Clint overpowered, and then she'll be saying something like, "You killed my sister," blah, 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 whatever, and he'll be like, "I didn't do it. This is what happened," and then they'll all be fine, and that's probably how that's going to go. That's going to take all of about 5 to 10 minutes of of an episode. And everything will be forgiven and fine.
I'm going to go through the chat real quick. Got some questions and comments I want to read, and we'll go ahead and call it. Let me see. Starting from Big Baby said, the 2 episodes were okay. Didn't blow me like WandaVision or Falcon Winter Soldier. Only 4 episodes left, so I'm hoping it really picks up. We all do too. King David follows up and he says, nice, I heard Maz mentioning something about San Antonio. Same here. I'm right outside San Antonio, small world. Okay.
It is a small world.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Big Baby says, I like how they played at Ant-Man when he wasn't even there in New York.
That was a great line. That was a funny line. And I was there. You know who wasn't there? That man. That was great.
I like when Clint said that Ant-Man wasn't there in New York.
Yeah.
K-Dots, what's up? Said, why don't any of these pedestrians recognize these heroes? All their identities been public since 2016, especially when Hawkeye and Falcon became national fugitives.
Actually, a lot of people though noticed who Hawkeye was. A lot of them
They had a
noticed
bit
when
of
he went
a fake out with like, hey, look, a superhero, and they walk past Hawkeye and go straight to the the cosplayers.
and like I said, Hawkeye is normally the most underutilized one, but I mean, like the LARPing people knew who he was. They know who he is.
No, they use it when it's necessary to the plot, to his plot. But
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
That's the thing.
Okay, let me say this. If you guys actually have seen a quote unquote celebrity walking down the street, 9 out of 10 times you will not recognize that person. Because I used to see Sinbad walk around all the time down by Union Square and Powell Street, walking by people standing there, and nobody's recognizing or asking for an autograph. It's kind of how you trust me. You're not going to recognize somebody. The only time I recognized Peter Capaldi because my ex-girlfriend was yelling, "Doctor, doctor."
Okay. K-Dot said they should be getting swarmed by people every day. I Love Food says, when it comes to Kate getting punched by the gang, I like to think the suit was extra padding. Okay.
Yeah, but a suit that fits Hawkeye fits her fine, right?
That was one thing I forgot to bring up.
It's like, it fits her perfectly. They're two different sizes.
She's thin and small. He's a little bulky.
King David says, Dana, are you doing the book of Boba Fett roundtable? No, that Chris is handling that.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Line. Yes, Danny. Yes, it's sexist, but we know that about Chris already.
Whatever. Whatever.
She was stuck.
K-Dot said, I don't see any I don't see any SJW stuff. I just hate Kate's bad plot armor. It's my same problem with characters like Arrow, Black Widow, Batman, and many non-superpower fictional characters.
Extra padding.
Bradman is the exception to the rule, bro. So sorry, I can't go with you on him. Mystic Shadow said reminds me of Scream 2 when they talk about life imitating art. Okay. I Love Food says, K-Dots, if you don't see SJW stuff, Hollywood has successfully groomed you. Damn.
If you actually notice SJW stuff, you're not paying attention to the plot of the movie or TV show. You're actually looking for shit. Enjoy the show before you actually start noticing stuff. Then criticize it.
Preach, bro. That was the only Avengers headquarters. They don't have a mansion. They found the sword in that rubble.
Yeah, that's basically what I meant.
I love K-Dot say I love food 154. The SJW stuff isn't a problem. It's none in it. Okay. I don't know how to clean wounds or feed a dog, but I can hack phones and
parkour.
K-Dot says, I love food 154. My issue is Kate Bishop's trash plot armor. She has plot armor like all the other human characters. You didn't say that earlier, didn't you? What's up, man?
Yeah, you highlighted that again.
You're being redundant, bro. Walk Hard said, enough with the matte fraction stuff. BVS was based on World's Finest. Does that make it good? I would like to think that wasn't World's Finest, but if it was,
I thought Batman vs. Superman is more based off of Dark Knight Returns.
It was. It was not World's Finest.
I don't think it was World's Finest.
Yeah.
There's no Joker in there whatsoever.
I took martial arts and the girls couldn't do much against the men. We mostly separated for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's, didn't Shang-Chi's sister put a handily ass whipping on him?
Yeah, I have seen guys who were like 4'0", like 4'5". I saw a little Chinese guy in high school kick a 6'5" black man's ass in the middle of the high school hall in about 30 seconds. And I'm not going to say that's normal or that's the
it's
rule.
Not, but it's definitely something that can happen.
It can happen. So, I mean, is she one of those ones that has that ability? I don't know. But I will say that she got hit a lot. Comics said it. That when you get hit a lot, you still are going to feel it. It doesn't matter if you're able to win or something. You're going to feel it. And it's not like you're going to walk away and be like, I'm okay now. So there's a little bit on both sides of that. It's like, could it happen? Sure, it could.
because
I had my ribs bruised by a 17-year-old with one well-placed shot. Happens.
when we see it
but
with
they-
superpower people,
Yeah.
whenever Wolverine gets beat up, he hurts, but he heals back up.
Yeah, remember
Whenever
in the-
Flash get hurt, he has speed healing. He gets back up. So the superpower people hurt too. So that's not believable.
There's a really great saying which kind of plays into what we're kind of talking about. It's not about the size of the dog, but it's about the size of the fight in the dog. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the Chihuahua. Those little fuckers will
I
tear you
don't
up.
care. I don't care how
there
bad
has
a damn.
been. Yeah, I've heard stories from my Kempo instructor about there's like this one lady, really small, could whip the shit out of most guys because she was pretty ferocious. Like I said, it can happen, but like I said, it's about the size of the fight and the dog.
Yeah, David's right. Wolverine was like 4'11" in the comics.
I don't see no damn Chihuahua beat no Saint Bernard on no matter how aggressive that sucker is.
You know what I mean? It's just an analogy.
I got you.
Yeah, that little fucker wants to tear you up. Go for your balls.
Yeah, for real. Little Chihuahua bites that dog.
Goes for the throat. See, what
Yeah.
makes
You mean to tell
Chihuahuas
me-
deadly is when they're in packs.
Oh, yeah.
They get nasty when they're in groups.
Little raptors everywhere.
From what I see, Ronin suit is just robes. They aren't stylish, but that's about it.
There was pants and everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to some good ones. K. Dot say, well, Kate and Clint are both going to be Hawkeyes, so what will they do about that? Call them Hawkeye 1, Hawkeye 2. You can call Steve Adams. You can call Steve Captain America 2.
No, this is Clint Barton's retirement. This is when he turns over the mantle.
We're getting all new, all different.
Yeah.
MCU.
She's supposed to be part of the Young Avengers called Hawkeye.
I could see him faking his death and just going off and living off with his girl and his wife.
I could definitely see that too, Anzo. I could definitely see that. To be fair, Black Widow was a seasoned character, and this was Kate Bishop's origin. Black Widow, I'm okay with doing what she can do. She got more experience and has been an assassin since she was 10.
Facts.
Yep.
Excuse me. Walcard says, no one cares about Mac Faction, X-Men Apocalypse, Age of Ultron, BVS, all based on great comics, all sucked. I can't agree with you about Age of Ultron. I won't say it's great, but it didn't suck.
It wasn't good, but it didn't suck. No, it wasn't good, but it didn't suck.
I can't wait to see 10 years old Miss Marvel wrecking people with Captain Marvel powers. I am not interested in seeing that shit.
Disney has been basically speculated that she's not going to be growing limbs like Mr. Fantastic because there'll be another wannabe.
No,
Like
what they're doing is she has like glowing fists or something like that.
Yeah, glowing powers. Yeah, because that'll be another Mr. Fantastic.
And apparently, she's not going to be an Inhuman either. They're going to make her. It's funny because I was listening to somebody talking about it. There's actually just one guy who was talking about it. Apparently, they're going to make her a genie. Which makes no sense. Considering she's supposed to be Pakistani.
Yeah, she's Pakistani.
I thought she had like Mr. Fantastic powers.
Well, she does in the comic book.
Yeah, but I think they're trying to bring out the Fantastic Four, and they have a.
No, I think they realize how stupid those powers look.
Well, they do look pretty stupid. Walcard said, and if she is a black belt in karate, why does she fight them with a wine bottle and never use a karate move?
Because you use what you can find. There's a confined space. There's wine bottles everywhere. And I'm glad they did not break every time they hit somebody or something.
And I keep bringing it up, man. She fucking steps on the wine bottle. The wine bottle flies up and hits the dude in the head.
Yeah.
And knocks him out. And everybody's like, oh, well, she learned that
I can see Domino doing that.
Right. Not her.
Yeah.
I think that was an accidental knockdown. I think she was just trying to knock the bottle up in her hand and actually flip toward the enemy. I think that's what she was trying to do.
No, it was the one on the floor. That was intentional. She hits it with her foot intentionally because she stomps on it and it goes flying, hits the dude in the face.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Walcard said, K-Dot says, at Walcard, it's a 6 out of 10 for me right now, but it could go down. It depends on what the next 4 episodes is. Walcan says it's an F-. K-Dot say fair.
Jeremy Renner was good in it. You know what I mean? Kate Bishop, her acting and stuff, it isn't bad. So I can't give it an F for that. I mean, they did a pretty good job with their acting abilities and stuff like that. But
I love
there's
food.
some
You are
shit.
really dedicated, bro. You said you've seen it 3 times. Probably gonna watch it again. Have at it, brother.
Well,
Enjoy.
I'm gonna watch Doctor Who after this.
K. Dot say, Danny, I love Batman, but you have to admit his part armor bad too. He literally took a full power heat vision blast to his arm and got up. His arm should be gone, but Batman still the GOAT.
Alfred adjusted it. He made a little tool for his wrist. It worked. So
And
that's why he can
ever
withstand the heat
since,
vision.
and I think I'm the oldest one on the panel. Ever since I've seen the Batman stuff, if you fight Mr. Freeze, he got some kind of super cold bat suit. If he fights somebody, Firefly, he got some kind of fireproof. We even saw in Batman Forever when they had that big fire. He had the cape that threw over him, and he mashed the button, and it kind of, I guess, solidified the blast, and he could withstand all that heat. So Batman got a gadget for every damn fucking situation there is, bro. I mean, I didn't make it up. That's just how Batman is. If you got some kind of radioactive powers, you're gonna have a damn radioactive suit. Superman powers, he built the Iron Man version of the bat suit so he could withstand some of Superman's, not all of his power, but at least give him a fighting chance. So I mean, that's how they're gonna write Batman. If there's some kind of superhero with a particular power, he will have some kind of bat suit that's equally that gives him a fighting chance to fight that person on their particular power group. So it is what it is.
I was about to say that, Nindroid. Damn you!
Dayline says there was a clown character in the show. He was there when they captured Clint. Were interrogating him.
Yeah, the clown. That's the DC's version of the Joker. He was there without his clown makeup on. He was sitting in the chair in the background.
Yeah, he was in a long coat, not his clown makeup.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I gotta look at that again. The LARPing scene was a waste of time. The show only got 6 episodes. If this was 9 or 12 episodes show, then then different story.
Facts.
I agree. I don't know why they don't get these shows at least 10. But I don't know.
Do you think
Fatal
if you put on that helmet with that blonde hair, he would look like Thor?
What up, Fatal? You said all new MCU, female Thor, female Hawkeye, female Iron Man, female Hulk, etc. Ooh, it's like you on that train too, bro.
Honestly, out of all those characters, the one I don't mind them bringing in is She-Hulk.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens.
But they're probably gonna screw that one up too. So.
Ooh, I got a question, but I'm not going to ask that. That is an OOC question I'm about to ask. I will save it for them. Kamala Khan is the most popular character. Neither is Danvers.
Isn't the most popular. No, she's not, and neither is Carol Danvers. Though they keep trying to make her popular, and it keeps failing for some reason. Don't know why.
Hey, she grew her hair for Shang-Chi.
It's sometimes like having the training montage as part of the opening credits did not work for anyone here.
No, it didn't. That's part of Tell Don't Show.
I was okay with that. That was the one thing I was okay with. I was like, okay, it makes sense because they're doing it. They're doing it in that little intro thing. I was all right.
It's a form of Show Don't Tell, which
Danny is
you're supposed to Show Don't Tell, but they're telling Don't Show.
Yeah, but they've only listen. If they had 8 episodes, 10 episodes, 12 episodes, show it.
You gotta have some room for character development and growth, which I don't really see that happening.
What is this supposed to mean?
I can see that part.
How am I the Kate Bishop of YouTubers? Explain yourself, Mr. Pickle. This is Superman we're talking about, though. His heat vision could cut through the same Kryptonian ships and armor Batman made his gauntlets from in ZSJL.
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
That was some because I'm Batman beer. Okay. Because I'm Batman.
Alfred made it, not Bruce.
K-Dot, who is the most dangerous man in DC?
Batman.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna
Luther. Dangerous Luther. Badass.
No, most dangerous, as said by Superman.
Y'all gonna love seeing more leather-clad lady booties. I like Miss Marvel in the comics. And Philosophical Pickle say, I have no idea. LOL, just trolling you. No problem, bro. No problem at all. All right, we're going to go around the panel because it's right at the hour mark. That is perfect. I have learned that 1 hour on any stream is the perfect sweet spot, so I'm not going to go against that. I'm going to start off with the youngest member on the panel, Mr. Ninjoy243. Tell everybody about your show and what's going on in your neck of the woods, sir.
All right. Over on my channel, you can check me out. It's called Android243. Where over there I'm re-editing episode 9, Rise of Rise of Skywalker. Doing my own cut, coming out May 4th. So guys, if you want to come over and support me trying to fix the film, do my best for you guys to somewhat enjoy it. Go check it out. I also have Galactic Chat every single Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which is coming back December 29th for Book of Boba Fett. So, yeah, go check that out. And thank you, Danny, for having me on. So, yeah.
Not a problem. Comments go next, then Eli, you. I got to step away for 1 minute.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Comics Division. Come and check me out on Twitter and the YouTubes at Comics Division. I stream every Monday and Thursday night, and occasionally, well, not really occasionally, basically every Friday. You can find me on Friday Night Tides. Over to you, Eli Who.
Oh, okay. I guess it's my turn. Well, I happen to be Eli Who, so I guess. Oh yeah, I'll call it. I'll finish that.
What?
My camera's messing up.
That was like the extreme close-up.
I know.
Oh.
That was on purpose.
Was it?
See my camera. I don't know why my camera's freezing up right now. My hands are waving. Okay, I'll turn.
Yeah, it seems like they're not synced up.
I don't know why, but oh well. I am Eli Who, and I have a show about science. You know, that thing like Magic But Real. Talk about astronomy, astrophysics, and right now I'm trying to deal with this new little program I got, which I actually paid for. I'm trying to figure this out to get some better animation for my show. So hopefully this $9 is worth it. And until then, if you ring that bell, you'll know when I go live because I'll be posting a test video.
All right, good deal. Anzo, what's next, bro? What's going on your show?
Yes, sir. You guys know Bigger Ford Entertainment. I'll be back up on Tuesday with the Chaos List and Wednesday with the OOC. Friday should be doing a versus with Yellow. So I got some good stuff going up, Danny. Great show. Thanks for having me.
Anzo, can you tell the good people who won the last 3?
No, I cannot.
Versus?
No, I cannot.
Yes, it was Anzo.
Yes. Yes.
I know
no
at least
idea.
one of those is wrong because we had a final 5 question about that, and I know that one of those was Danny. I'm assuming by Anzo's reaction that all 3 of those are Danny.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Absolutely not. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Now he doesn't know.
Oh my goodness!
I see the 5th of vodka.
I seem to have a biased chat that seems to like Danny for some reason. So they just keep propelling him to the top. I'm going to really need some new subscribers, guys.
Oh my god. Ooh, that's some
New
hate.
subscribers? Wow.
Mr. Knight, what's going on in your neck of the woods, sir?
Oh, not a whole lot. Tonight, I think we got Storms Live coming up. We've got Name That Tune tonight. I got 4 streams today, so it's kind of a busy day. Tomorrow, of course, we start back up with our 3 shows over here on Chaos Central. Chaotic Conversation tomorrow night, Chaos List on Tuesday night, Anzo's show, and then my show, which is The Rule of 3 on Wednesday. Hopefully I get to some gaming streams this week, and I'm trying to bring back a couple other segments I've got. But other than that, not a whole lot, just kind of taking a break, relaxing. But other than that, though, enjoyed this. Look forward to next week. Yeah, thanks for having me on again.
Not a problem. And I am Danny Graham, aka Comment Chat. This is one of my many shows. Catch us next Saturday, doing the same thing, discussing episode 3 of Hawkeye.
Damn it.
Saturday at 8 o'clock. will be my first group. This is the second group. Sundays at 8:30. Like I said, get a totally different looks on both shows, man. I really like it. Like Chris said, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night, you can catch me, Anzo, and him on our shows, all at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Chaos Lives, Rule of Three, Chaotic Conversation. Saturdays, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch me, Chris, Anzo, and Roberto on Square One. So please, if you like talking about football, like talking about NBA, please tune in. Thank you, all you guys, for coming on. I look forward to seeing y'all next week and the following weeks. I know, Comics, you got some issues on every other week, but
Well,
jump
yeah,
in
we'll see
whenever
what
you
time I
can,
get
sir.
back and whether I can make it or not. So it all depends what time I get home.
Oh, and I
Alright.
also forgot to mention, if you have clear skies, look toward the east around a couple hours after sunset. You should be able to see the comet C21, Leonard,
Alright.
in the
Right,
east.
well,
On the 30th and on the 6th, it should be visible with the naked eye and a very powerful pair of binoculars. So,
okay.
comet in the sky.
For all you people that like astronomy, you just heard it from Professor Geek himself, so make sure y'all tune in for that and check that out. But until next time, take it easy. Peace.